6 right now. We have Sion and player 4.
All right, so player 4, we saw him earlier, almost took out Numbers. Numbers is actually having really close sets today. And normally, he's been one of the premier players in New York City. And it might just be that everyone else is catching up to him, or he might just be having an off day. But that means that I think it still speaks well to the skill that player 4 and bars have. And now we're going to be seeing player 4 against Sion. And this is important because even though player 4 looks like he's in control, this is a bit of a preview for the winner of this plays Noku.
Yes.
Who is another Diddy Kong. That means we're either going to see the Diddy Ditto, or player 4 is going to have to run the gauntlet.
And I'm very sure that, and I'm pretty sure player 4 and Noku have played, because player 4 does come to Westchester frequently. He comes to Undiscovered and Encore. And I'm pretty sure they had to have played. I just don't remember their set record offhand. But that's jumping ahead. Right now with Sion, I'm not familiar with where he's from. Do you have an idea? So definitely coming from somewhere, and he's showing that, hey man, know my name, because you're gonna remember this. Especially if I beat player 4 and I move on into pools.
Yeah, but right now player 4 is making this difficult for him. He's taken 125% already. Granted, Diddy Kong has ways to rack up damage crazy quickly, but he has to do that while also avoiding all of the damage and kill power that Peach has at her disposal. And quadruple roll, that's how you do it.
All the rolls. Insert your bakery joke here. So player 4 having a little bit of trouble taking this stock so far. I mean, he should be able to take it, you would say, fairly easily, but instead, Sion taking the first stock.
Actually, to be frank, I was, saying, oh, he can do this. I was not expecting that. I am impressed by the way that he played at the end there. And I really think there he drops the stock, but based on how he was playing once he was at kill percent, normally that's when people panic.
Yes.
That's when people slip up. But instead, Sion, that's when he was like, okay, now is the time to turn on the heat. And the oven is on because already 43% on player 4, and it seems to be growing. And if player 4 has the same difficulty closing out a stock that he did last time, these guys are not at respective kill percents. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh. So a lot more even percentage right now, but it could go either way. These players are showing that they want to go into the next round for sure.
Another throw from Peach, but he dropped the banana. When you get hit, I forget the actual statistic, there's a chance that you drop banana, and he happened to drop it during the throw, which kept player 4 from going for a follow-up.
The crown. That crown killing.
Speaking of follow-up, there is the forward air taking out Sion. He had a really strong showing there, but you have to have a strong showing all the way to the finish. Otherwise, you just almost had it.
Yeah, because like you saw that first stock, he was able to hold on to it for a very long time. He just wasn't able to hold on to that second stock for that long. But again, he wasn't in that oh my gosh, I'm close to losing my stocks percentage yet. So I didn't click to actually do it yet. But that's where you adapt. You learn from game 1, you bring it into game 2. And right now we're on Battlefield. A lot more platforms, bigger blast zone. Let's see how Sion can adjust, or player 4 can take him out.
I want to point out something that player 4 is doing. So player 4's movement is one of his best attributes. Peach, of course, gives him the tools to. If you notice, he'll float in place, and then Diddy Kong will drop this fair, and that's when he'll find a way to challenge it.
My goodness.
He's bait and punish. Using his movement is fantastic.
Oh
look
my
at that.
God. This guy, I mean, look at that percentage difference right now. Sion is gotta change something up right now, because player 4 is taking advantage of him for sure.
Oh, and getting frame traps to boot. That time, though, he's able to get down to the ground without lag, but he's not back to center stage yet. 124%. Granted, this is actually similar to game 1. Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness, yeah. That was definitely going to get followed up.
Dash attack, I think, might start killing soon from Peach. Forward air will also do it because, that forward air would have killed 80% of it.
It's that crown, man. That crown is strong.
Being a Monarch has its perks.
Makes me wonder how many dents that crown has. That movement, though, from player 4.
The thing about it, it's not just moving. It's moving, and then he gets the opening. I know a lot of people, they'll they'll do the dash dances, they'll do all this crazy stuff.
And it's
he
for
just
show.
hit them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all for show. And it's like, oh, you know what? Stop that. Hit. Player 4, he does the opposite. He's moving for a purpose, and that purpose is so far, helped him in this match so far. All right, so Sion's starting to get a little something going on there. Player 4 is like, nope.
Another grab, solid damage. Good use of the banana and a tech chase to boot. Great stall, though. Finally adapting, knowing that forward air is the big threat when you're off stage.
And already lapped and already almost close to losing the stock. Sion's got to be very careful. Player 4 it's been all player 4 so far. Oh man, just running up to get grabbed. Oh man. Yeah, now Sion's looking up for that, like you were saying, for the forward air. He's trying not to get touched by that, but he's got to be very careful. Ooh. Oh, that wasn't going to connect though.
Yeah, I think that Diddy Kong down tilt and this, yeah, he's getting hungry. I understand why he wants to close out the stock. If he can take out player 4 stock right here, then he's technically still in it. Diddy Kong can do a lot of damage really quickly, but the difference being at 138% and your opponent being at 0 and being at 138%, your opponent still has 2 stocks, it's completely different.
Ooh.
But there we see it, finally going down.
Another thing too, Sion, again, we saw it in the first game, when he's at that high percentage, he just knows how to survive. Getting a little momentum on his side though. I wonder if he could take advantage of this and maybe finish off the stock.
Player 4 has banana in hand. It's really scary because one trip in the end.
So close by player 4.
Tacking up damage slowly but surely, but a dash attack. Great. The fact that we had not seen that option. He hides it in his pocket. Think about that. Like, he could have started spamming that move earlier, but instead he's just like, I want you to forget that I have this crazy strong burst option. And now player 4 knocking Sion out, and he has to face against Noku in loser semis. And I'm really excited to see this.